in front of me. And sir, what is your name?
It's Richard Inman.
Richard, who are you, mate? Who are you?
Well, that's a very interesting question. I work quite a lot with Tommy Robinson on the events that he does in London. We've done the last 3 together, and what we're doing here today is we're actually going through all the planning phases with the police, just to show people that everything's in hand. There's not going to be any problems. We're meeting the police down the road in about 5 minutes, and we're going to just chat about how we get through the demonstration, how we do the day, and how we keep everybody safe on the day, basically.
So you are connected with Tommy Robinson, is that true, sir?
Connected, not at the hip, but we know each other. We know each other. I've been working with Tommy probably since 2017. I've been a lot of the stuff that we've done. We did the big UKIP thing in 2018. We did the Rape of Britain together. We've done a lot of demonstrations together. I class him as a friend. I think he's a real hero for the nation. And you know, he's doing stuff that nobody else has literally got the balls to do. I think we could safely say that, Wendell.
And what is it about Tommy that so many people love him or so many people hate him?
Well, I think the people that love him are the ones that know him, and the people that hate him are the ones that believe what the media says about him. I think it's as simple as that, to be honest with you, Wendell. I think it's a question, if you know him and you know what his agenda is, then you love him. If you don't know him and you don't know what his agenda is, then you probably won't like him, because you only got as a media narrative, which is pretty poisonous, untrue and toxic.
But a lot of people have been saying recently that since Uniting the Kingdom 2, Tommy done a runner and he's gone to abroad.
No, he hasn't done a runner.
What's he got to say?
He hasn't done a runner. We're just going to move that. We're just going to move this a bit. So,
thank you.
Well, let's start walking down, Wendell, because we need to go down and see these guys. No, he hasn't done a runner at all. Basically, what's happened is he left the country after the last event. He was getting some downtime. He's facing a court case where we all know that he's possibly facing prison time, and he's literally preparing himself for that psychologically. I mean, you know, one of the things that, I mean, and it's out there on public record, Tommy suffers from PTSD from his experiences in prison in the past. So if he's facing a lengthy prison sentence for publishing a film, and let's get it right, the film, we've all seen the film. I think 51 million people have viewed the film. Hold on, 53. I checked this morning.
Mate,
50. There you go.
I checked this morning.
Only another 3 million overnight. So there you go. 53 million people have seen the film. So basically, you know, people have got to judge it by their own intellect and decide whether it's true or not. And from what I've seen, there don't seem to be too many people telling lies in there, because a lot of it's done with covert recording.
Yeah, that's
and people
correct,
don't really lie on hidden cameras, Wendell, do you know? Because they don't know they're being filmed. So you know, this is what we're facing in the UK. We saw that case yesterday with that woman. I think she's a mother, certainly. She lost a child. Again, she made a couple of comments on social media, and she's got 31 months in prison. So
it's shocking.
It's shocking. And that's really what the focus of this event is. It's two-tier everything.
But before we go further, if I remember, I believe it was back in June when the first event was held, Uniting the Kingdom 1. We came round the corner here and we went left.
Right, Wendell. This is you've bumped in exactly right, because what I forgot to say was the whole reason for us being here is to show everyone where they're going to muster. So people will come to Victoria Station. I don't know if you can just pan round behind you, Wendell. So we've got that. People will come to Victoria Station, and they'll come out of Victoria Station, and then they'll head the direction we're going. They'll head towards Little Ben, which is the little clock behind me there. If you just okay.
So and we can go over there.
We'll go over Little Ben, and then we're gonna head down Victoria Street, and we'll head down, and the rest of our team should be there, and we'll meet the police there. And we'll crack on with what we're doing with the police.
But let's talk about the police specifically, Some people are of the opinion that when a protest takes place, it just happens.
No.
It just happens on the day, so that's not the truth, is it?
Well, it depends. I mean, you're quite within your rights legally to do a spontaneous protest, to start a demonstration anywhere you want. You know, you could set up on this street corner and, you know, whatever message you want to declare to the world, you can do that pretty much anywhere in the country.
It seems like there's an accident over there, but we won't focus on that.
No, so that's the first point. You know, there is a right to protest. And
it's a bit dark under here, so let's go over there.
There's a right to protest, Wendell, and you can pretty much protest whenever you want, wherever you want, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, when we're doing major events where there's going to be tens of thousands of people at the events, what we basically do is we have a massive team of stewards and security people. We've got obviously a very professional PA outfit. So we basically put all this together. And
can we cross over the other side purely it's a light?
Yeah, sure, of course we can.
I don't want it too dark.
Yeah. So, so the police involvement is when you're doing this sort of event, you've got to liaise with the police to make sure it's properly, it's secure, it's safe. The police, and on these things, even though, listen, we know there's two-tier policing, Wendell, right? We know there is,
let's
right?
Agree on that.
We agree on that. There's two-tier everything, but we also know that not every police officer is a wrong 'un, right? And there's some very good police officers. And what we've done in the past 3 events, myself and Tommy, we've built up a really good, close working relationship with the.
Slow down for a few seconds.
Yeah,
so you've built up a good relationship.
A good relationship with the with the Met Public Order.
And how did you manage to build that relationship up? What did you have to do to make sure that happened?
Well, it was time. I mean, we spent hours meeting with these guys. We met with them in person. We do a lot of online meetings with them, and we tell them what we want to achieve. We're saying to them, listen, we want a peaceful event. They're saying to us, well, we want a peaceful event. So getting those two things together, because we had a lot of events in the past since I've been doing this that have basically descended into disorder, and the police have admitted that to a great extent they've had blame in that. And also there's times when we've had blame in that as well. So, we've got to be, have enough humility to say, well, sometimes we've got it wrong, sometimes they've got it wrong, right? So if we're talking, everything in life's about communication, Wendell.
Yes, I agree with you,
If people don't talk, things go wrong. And what we've done is we built a relationship. We've been dealing with the same team for the last 3 events now. And that's how we managed to make things work. Now, listen, we're not at the event yet. The event hasn't happened. So it's still, we haven't done this event, so we can't say this event's a success yet because we haven't done it.
How many meetings have you had so far or discussions with the police?
About 6, I think.
Oh, wow.
About 6, about 6. Let me just see someone's desperately trying to get me
That's
here on
Tommy.
the phone.
Big up Tommy.
Right, it's the police. Right.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll just phone them here, Wendell, yeah?
Yeah, because don't forget.
It's all right, I'll be able to phone them without worrying about anything being like, so just bear with me, I'll just phone them.
Because don't forget your microphone is on.
Yeah, no, I know that.
So if all of you are watching, or will watch this in the future, my name is Wendell Daniel and welcome to StreetMic. And we are coming to you live and direct from the streets of London. And we're currently with Richard, and we're walking down this lovely road, don't know the name of it, but it leads to Westminster Abbey and also the Houses of Parliament.
Hi, Wayne, listen mate, we're 2 minutes away, we're just coming down Victoria Street now, I'm just outside Zara, just a big glass fronted building, so you guys are just past the cathedral, yeah? Yeah. But bear with us. We're 2 minutes out. What we're doing, we're just filming the route so that people know where they're going when they're coming down for the form up point on the actual day. So I've got the camera guy with me, and we're just saying, look, this is where you're going to be coming out to, and this is what's going to happen, and all that sort of stuff. So we're literally 2 minutes away. All right, mate. See you soon, mate. See you, mate. Bye, bye.
Excellent. So you've had 6 meetings.
Yeah, I think
about 6.
Police. I think about 6. And they've all. I mean, we've got a really good plan. And I think on this one, because of what happened with the riots and the demonstrations and counter demonstrations, the priority here is keeping people safe, right? So it's keeping the people that are attending this. Just watch that there. There's a step there. One. It's keeping the people that are attending this safe and not being, molested by the police or by counter demonstrators.
Carry on, I'm just giving a different angle.
So and of course just so that people that are watching this can see, this is the direction we'll be coming down, right? So we'll be walking down this street. This will be the exact route. So when you come out of the station, you don't stay at the station this time. There'll be stewards at the station, and they'll basically shovel you down the street so that you can get down. You can get down here, and if we have a massive crowd, which I expect we will, right, we're basically going to have maybe 50,000. We're going to fill this whole street from the station. Easy. And then, of course, once you get down there, we'll see. Then you've got to go down to the final destination, if you like, which is on Whitehall. So it's not a long walk, but we're doing that deliberately because we want to make sure it's a very, very safe event. So that if there's any counter demonstrators or anyone messing about, they're not going to get anywhere near you. You know, and I want to make that clear to any sort of grannies and granddads, people that don't want to be hassled with anything. You know, young people, old people, you're not going to be aggravated by a counter demonstration because we're going to have this totally locked off, right? So it's going to be very, very safe.
How easy has it been, or hard has it for you to get stewards to make sure the event is a success?
Oh, it's easy. I mean, listen, people are volunteering like mad to be stewards. We have to vet them. We vet them. If anyone's not suited, we'll get turned away. It's the same. What we've got at the minute, we've got, I think, about 100 stewards. I mean, the two ladies that run the stewards team are absolutely fantastic. They've been doing it for years. So, you know, they've whipped into shape, I think, about 150 stewards.
Wow.
We've got about 50 SEI security, ex-military, ex-police, you know, nightclub doorman. So we've got that as well. We've got Tommy's security detail. So we've got a really, really big operation on here ourselves. You know, we've got all sorts of security measures in place that I'm not going to on camera. But yeah, so you know, we're ready to make this a really good, really safe, really, really happy event.
And I must admit, one thing I do love...
This is Victoria Street, Wendell.
Yeah. One thing I do love, due to the fact that I've been in the past, is that I see people with disabilities actually attending the event, and they're being catered for. So how important was that?
Oh, absolutely, vitally important. And I mean, I think the disability area has really been a godsend, because obviously in the past, especially if you're in somewhere where there's difficulty in getting access, a lot of people don't think about that at events and demonstrations. But for our events, you know, we want them right at the front so they're not missing anything, so they can hear everything. So what we normally do, we have the camera guys in one part and the disabled area for people with disabilities in another, and it works really, really well. And I think this event as well, it's going to be a real, even though it's a very serious and solemn event, because obviously we're looking at basically Tommy potentially going to prison on the 28th, and we're concerned about that. But even though that's happening, we're going to make sure that it's a very, very upbeat event, and it's a very positive event. Yes, we're going to get into, we're going to be politically opposing two-tier Keir. Because he is two-tier.
Big up two-tier Keir.
Big up two-tier Keir. So two-tier is going to get a slap. Not physically, of course, because we wouldn't. Metaphorically, he's going to get a political slapping. And again, if you're watching this, whatever background you're from, wherever you're from, whether you're left, right, indifferent, you know, whatever religious background you're from, if you're sick of this government, and you're sick of two-tier Keir already, if you're annoyed about the pensioners getting their heating allowance taken away from them, if you're annoyed about things like that, come to this event, because it's not just about Tommy, it's about all those people that have been put in prison for putting things on social media, you know, which we talked about that woman earlier. She's not the only one, there's loads. Going to prison for social media posts. If you're incensed that Hugh Edwards, who's a paedophile, and we can say that because he's been convicted.
He's been convicted.
He's a convicted paedophile.
I was there.
Yeah. So Hugh Edwards, a convicted paedophile, is free, right? A woman that did a silly post on Twitter or Facebook or whatever it was is doing 31 months in prison, taken away from the family. A woman who's already suffered tragedy in her life with the loss of a child, and she's behind the door, and Hugh Edwards is home free. So is that justice, Wendell?
No, of course
it's not justice.
Two-tier justice system.
And it's two-tier everything. It's two-tier everything. It's two-tier justice system. I was talking about one of the security team, the head of the crowd security today, and he said to me, he said, look, he came to Victoria Station, and what he's seeing is basically homeless people all over the place.
And it's getting worse.
Homeless people everywhere, and yet you come in on a dinghy and you get put in a 4-star hotel. Something wrong. Something wrong there.
I hear you. So Let's have a little
I'm just
look.
trying to work out where we are. Have we gone the wrong way? Because I thought we were going to be near. Where's the cathedral? Where's
Down
all right. Okay, this is for. Do you know what?
St Paul's.
I'm going to have
Not St Paul's.
Okay.
West. I forgot the name. Not Westminster.
Yeah.
Westminster Abbey.
Right. This is.
See the white building there.
Right. This. I don't think this is going to work actually because.
Do you want me to?
Just move. I want to have a chat with you. Actually.
So we're just moving the microphones for a few seconds, guys and girls. We'll be back. This is what the guys did the other day. You see down here, you've got the wire. That's the Westminster Abbey.
This is Victoria. This is Victoria Street. Let's keep going, mate. Let's keep going. Something just wrong.
It's Victoria. I'm talking about the cathedral, which is in front of
Martin,
Hey, for those of you who are watching, I blame StreetMic for this. We went the wrong way. So we've gone past where we're meant to, chatting. So it's all good. So we're now heading back in the right direction. Can you believe that? So this is the good thing about doing a recce. In doing a recce, you can find out what is good and what is bad.
They might have done, yeah. Good. When could you try and get Kaz on the phone?
I tried to ring out just now. So what we're going to do now?
The main thing we told me is making sure the sound's all right. Do you know what? Today, I want to go into it.
Oh, look.
Stop the film, and I went, it's fucking chapters.
Then he carried on, and we're like,
We're going the wrong way.
Someone should have arrested me. But,
So we're just with the police now. I'm not going to be showing anything until agreements are reached, but we're just with the police now, so I'm not going to be showing anything. I'm turning the camera away for a few moments. So it's all right, put the microphone back on there. Anytime you want me to.
we'll do it now, do you? So, I'll tell you what, let's do one for yeah.
What do I do with this at the moment?
what is it just showing people? You're not bothered about anyone's name going out here, or?
so I'm not bothered about.
Yeah, and you lads, you're okay?
If you're on a live stream, then
yeah. We'll crack on, and we'll stop. We'll stop when we get to the.
Very interesting.
No, it's not. It's not. You'd be amazed at what some people watch.
Live. If there's anything, I can't pull it back.
Yeah.
We don't have to keep our eggs in basket rather than spread it out.
Well, then what's it streamed? So, but it's not unless you want to be off camera, Martin. I mean, that's up to you. No, I think it'll be fine.
So we are now going to be live, and you are going to be seeing
get that on
a
there,
tour.
Let's see how to get the on.
Thank you, sir.
Right, okay, get that.
So Richard is going to continue with his tour with the members. Which group are they from, Richard?
What the? Oh, these are the police guys. So these are the guys from Metropolitan Police, and then that's our security detail there. So these guys represent the security.
So now I can turn the camera around, yeah?
Yeah.
So we're now turning the camera around. So,
Dave, do you want to do the intros? Yeah, just. Yeah, absolutely.
I'll kick off with police first.
Yeah.
Chief Inspector.
Yeah.
I'm still in London for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So in all the tactical commands of both the United Kingdom demonstration and any kind of council as well.
Yeah.
I've got to my left.
Steve Jackson, Sergeant at Police, here to support both sort of the planning for the operation.
Brilliant. Jack Ray Robinson, I'm a superintendent, and I'm Dave's Chief of Staff of the day.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, guys. Hello, Count. Hello.
Steve Jeffries, also Sergeant. I'm looking after Mr. Robinson.
And then got a couple of the shine book pictures. You want to take your roles?
Yeah, no problem. My name's Paul Bakes, and I'm crowd security for Tommy Robinson.
I'll get back later.
My name's Martin Evans. I'm part of Tommy's closed CP team.
And I'm the general dog's body.
And I'm Wendell Daniel from StreetMic, and we are going to be live. We are going to be following these gentlemen as they discuss important issues in regards to the 26th. And if you want me to stop filming at any stage or take the microphone, I will do that. I've got no problem with doing that, yeah? So can I just ask a general question, if you're happy to do so? People watching will not be aware that when an event is taking place, like a protest, that organisers will be meeting with the police. How important is that process?
Yeah, it's hugely important. So we meet regularly with organisers from all groups that are in London, and it really helps us make sure that we can put plans in place that uphold the rights of people coming to protest, but make sure it's done in a way that's safely as well. So it's hugely important, and we've been in discussions with the organisers for both this march and other marches for a number of weeks now. It's really helpful.
Excellent stuff. Thank you very much. So I'll follow behind as you do what you do. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm just trying to get Tony.
So what is now going to be happening is that you are going to see the behind the scenes as these guys.
Hi, Tony. We're heading. Where are you? Are you at the RV point? Yeah. Right. Oh, sorry. Okay, come back to the meet point. We must have missed you on the way down. Come back to the meet point. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We're heading back to it now. So we are. So, yeah, that's fine. We'll be there in about 5 minutes. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Okay, all good. So yeah, we're going to go meet the rest of the team up at the actual RV point, and then we'll talk about how we do everything from there. Note to self: when you're actually meeting people, probably don't do a live stream at the same time. That's why the stream got cut, because this is way past the meet point. You know what I mean?
No, but that's the great thing about what I do when you're live streaming. You can't pull it back and show people the walks.
It's all real. It's all real, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. So we just need to get to this meeting point, which is
We walked past it.
Yeah, we walked past it. That's because we were gabbing too much, Wendell. You know, so that's why when I got down the road, I was like, you know, we've got to cut this. But no, it's going to be. I mean, it's going to be a really good day. You know, the build up to these things, because there's that much pressure, because you want everything to go well, you want everyone to have a good time, you want to get your point across, and you want to make sure. I mean, the main thing with us is making sure it's peaceful. Do you know what I mean, Wendell? We cannot have violence at these demonstrations. It's not what it's about. We're about having a peaceful solution to what we're doing, and that's what it's for. You know, so yeah.
And what do you hope to achieve today?
Well, just basically so everybody knows exactly what's happened. So that it's about communication. If everybody knows what's happening, you can't have any slip-ups or mess-ups. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's basically making sure everything is fully understood by everybody, so that we all know exactly what we're doing. Yeah. So that's really what it's all about. Just making sure everybody knows what we're doing.
Oh, all right then.
But I mean, these guys, let's say we worked with these guys on the last two events. This is the third one, and you know, they know exactly what we want to achieve. We know what they want to achieve, and it's, you know, it's basically making sure that happens, and that's what it's about at the end of the day. So I think we're coming up to the junction.
Oh, it's here somewhere. Because I saw them guys looking at us.
Yeah, I know. But again, it's better having the misunderstandings at the beginning when you're doing a walkthrough than actually having the misunderstandings on the day, and that's the key to it all. You know. Where's Paul?
There's a church over there. Is it over there?
No. This is it. This is the meet point, guys. This is the meet point here. Yeah. This is the meet point. Yeah. Right, so the rest of them should be coming. The other security guy, Andy will probably be here by now anyway, so he's getting our boats.
His train was delayed 30 minutes.
30 minit's so he said he'd be in about 10:30. So I'd like Andy here because that's Tommy's CP guy. So it'd be good to have, obviously Martin's his CP guy as well, but it'd be good to have the two there. So this is where we start. Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of, I guess, how this looks from our discussion. So we know that for the 1st of June, people came off Victoria into Wilton Road.
Yep.
And there's, you know, numbers there, so there's an impact on the buses and stuff. So as we've kind of discussed in the group, it'd be really, really helpful would be to bring the head of the march to here at the warm up, and that allows, with your steward's support, then to, I guess, direct people wayfinding down towards part of Victoria Street here. You keep that part of the buses clear, keep that part of the road moving, and then you've got basically from this area here all the way back towards Preston, place where the junction is.
Yeah, can you just swing back there, Wendell, just so that you see it on camera? So just so that people can see, the station is literally, 200 yards up the road there? You can see the little clock, because what we're doing, we want to try and get everyone that's watching it know what they're coming to, because people aren't from London won't know it. So once you get to Victoria Station, you come out of the station, there's a whole lot of buses, and there's a little clock, you head for that clock, and then you head straight down that street, and you can't miss us. But we'll have stewards there anyway, and you guys will have people there as well.
And what are some of the local shops as landmarks that people could look out for, Richard?
Well, I suppose Zara. I mean, if they get to Zara, then they're there. But I mean, there'll be, once they get off that train, there'll be a big crowd here, I would imagine, from 11 o'clock. They'll not be coming down here, and there'll be like a handful of people. There should be a lot of people here. If it's anything like the other ones that we've done, and I think this one will be bigger because the stakes, you know, in terms of what's happened with Tommy. So, yeah, okay. So,
in terms of this, is your working plan to have stewards here?
I think so. Kaz and Tony. Here's Kaz and Tony now. So the stewards across the thing.
What time do you call this? What time do you call this?
How are you? You alright? Nice to meet you. Hello, darling. You alright? Hello. Nice to meet you. You alright? You alright?
Tony, good to see you.
Excuse me, you missed me out. So I saw Kaz at the...
It's bigger and bigger, this meet, isn't it? Yeah.
What's that?
I said it's getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
You know why?
Well, our team's getting bigger as well.
Our crowd's getting bigger.
Yeah, exactly. So, stewards will be here, just stopping everyone here. Tony, Kaz, straight across this road, yeah?
You are aware that people are going to come out of the station
because of the size of the crowd. If we're going to have a massive crowd
outside the station,
because you know the way we had the problem last time, because it was like when Tommy went up to the front there. So we'll just have stewards push them all down here. So.
Well, what we will do is we go to the stage setup like before. Sorry, stewards will go to the stage setup as before, and then we walk down. Obviously, the meet's been called on for 11. So people start mustering, so about 12 stewards will come down. But I'm just saying, if people come out of the station, we're automatically going to congregate behind the station.
And that's what I did last time.
Exactly.
Well, we want them down here.
So yes, so part of the reason for giving the group this space here is because of the numbers we're expecting. I know people will automatically come out and kind of stay at the front.
Wayne.
Wayne was here.
Yeah, but anything you can do to encourage people down from outside the station down to here.
See, what I'm thinking is stewards will walk down, and as soon as the crowd see the stewards, they know that that's the line.
Yeah.
So if stewards are walking down here and the crowd see the stewards, they will automatically walk up.
So just so I know, will you have anything outside the station?
We'll have a couple. We'll have a few stewards. We'll have about 8 stewards there. But rather than tell them wicked, what should we do? Tell them this way.
Yes, so not wicked. The reason why I was saying to Richard and the camera before is that because of the numbers around the front, it had an impact on the buses last time.
Yeah.
So the buses could get around. So we need to keep that bit moving. People trying to get to work and stuff. So what we want to do is try and bring people down to here.
Yeah.
To keep that part of the road free. So anything you could do to put some students down here, and then have some students down at the front as well to encourage people down, that would help.
Okay. Well, I did say a lot on the first that we wanted that square, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because exactly what you was worried about with the buses and we don't want to cause any to the locals. Everyone's got to go to work. We don't want to cause no problem. But we did say that place. But obviously, that if we're going to line up here, I can guarantee that'll be packed, and so will that church thing. So if there's a wedding or anything.
So just so you know, we discussed the cathedral before. So there's a service starting in the cathedral at about 2 o'clock.
Okay.
So there will be people going in there.
We'll be well gone by then.
12, 1 o'clock. So
that's that cathedral.
No,
that one
here. It's this one here. So what you can expect to see is probably a policing presence inside that square there to, I guess, encourage people to come back in towards the road, because we need to be able to allow people to get towards the cathedral. So anything you could do on that kind of line there to keep people in the road, that'd be helpful as well.
Yeah, okay.
Just so you know as well, so in this part of the footprint here, there's a public spaces protection order, which means that you can't street drink.
Okay.
In terms of the
so if anyone's got a can, you've got an order already in place to basically nick them.
No, gosh, no.
Even he knows it, look.
No, it's not that all.
Okay.
So, but it's just if you could encourage people as part of the comms to make them aware there's a PSPO in place, okay? And in terms of the policing posture out and about, we will engage with people who are street drinking. We'll remind them of the PSPO in place and request.
Obviously, we don't want people drinking, but you are going to get anywhere. People, especially being a Saturday.
Yeah, no, I get it, but just I need to know.
Oh, we don't. I honestly prefer no one drinking, obviously, because obviously that's what mainstream media focus on. The skinhead with the can of lager, and it don't look good on us, and yet we've got normal, decent, ordinary patriots just worried about the country, really. Do you know?
Yeah,
but I think this is going to work, really, for the simple reason.
It's more space. I mean, I think, and it gets everyone away from the station.
Yeah.
Quick time, so it just gets everyone down there.
Kaz, so not on camera though, she don't want to.
No, that's no problem.
Basically, they want us to line up here. Obviously, when we know when people come out the station, they will automatically congregate the station. What I'm trying to say is, when we walk down, the crowd will automatically see the stewards, like happened before at, outside the Royal Courts of Justice. We got there the 27th. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get to the Royal Courts of Justice. It was packed. So we ended up, remember the junction we actually decided on? Who was there that day? But that junction that we actually decided on ended up being where we ended up, that's where as far as we could go. Do you know what I mean?
So down here you'll have a dedicated road.
Will this road be open?
So this road will be open as a start for 10.
Yeah.
So there'll be a bronze down here who'll be responsible for the form up and the march down towards the bottom part of Whitehall. And in terms of the kind of approach and the style and tone, it'll look very similar to the 1st of June, okay? So it'll be a very kind of similar policing approach, because that was effective last time in our view, with some bits we need to amend. But so the plan around that will be, we will have a full closure plan in place for this part of Victoria Street.
Right.
But the bronze will make the call.
Okay.
That's when we put that closure in, depending upon the numbers
Yeah.
that are in the road. So for me, the longer that people congregate down there,
Yeah.
the longer the road stays open. But I
Okay.
think if people move down here and we get the pavements filled up, we're probably more likely to make an earlier call, to put the closures in, let the traffic run through, and then people come
Yeah,
down.
so really when we put out, say, the meeting point, which we've said to Victoria,
Yeah.
like last time after we'd had a discussion, we put out outside Wicked.
Yeah.
So this time, should we, I don't exactly want to say outside Serco. I don't think that's going to go down well.
Big up Serco.
Do you know what Serco? Do you know that Serco's there? You're not even aware, are you?
So, no,
I'm just saying. So where should we say?
So as an organiser, I think for me that's really your call, but I would suggest anywhere, a point of reference, anywhere on this junction, be that a shop, be that, the junction here, Palace.
See, really, the best place to put out, because you've got to, it's going all over the country, so people who are coming from different assets, is if it's a Victoria Station, they're going to go there. So what do I say, the church? But we can't say that because of that. So Victoria, Palace Street Junction. It comes up at Thurby Road, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. So you've got both options for both. Yeah. If you went Palace Street or you went Thurby Road, both would.
Live stream's going out live.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, as I said, we walk down, so when the crowd see us, they automatically know that everyone wants to get to the front, which you'll get. But yeah, so we'll walk down.
About having some stewards.
Yeah, no, we'll always have
signposting, wayfinding. I think is key.
Yeah, I think last time we had about 8 or 10 there at different points of the station, but it got so busy that the stewards couldn't even be seen. Do you know what I mean? Really, once you sort of relay it back, everyone knows the direction.
So will there be a point of contact down there that our bronze could link in with on the day?
Who's the bronze? Because last time we met him. Oh, you're going to be there, so I will see you that morning then.
Okay, I'll send you the details later.
Yeah. What time will you be here?
What time do you want us here?
What time do you need me here? Because that's what I'm saying. I'm going to go to sort out stewards. We do a security briefing and then walk down. But
we'll figure that out. But if I can take your telephone number, I'll give you a ring and say this is what time we'll be here.
Okay,
can I ask you a couple of questions there, Ginger? What time are people going to be mustering on the 26th?
From 11 o'clock onwards.
So they're going to be mustering 11 o'clock. What time do you plan to leave here, or you're not going to tell people that at the moment?
No, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock is when we set off, am I right?
Yeah, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, 1 o'clock. So really, because you've got people who turn up, obviously coming from different parts of the country. So yeah, it gives them enough time to get here. If they get here early, grab a cup of coffee or tea.
I was at Uniting the Kingdom 2 at Trafalgar Square. I got there 9:30, as you know, and you were giving your stewards briefings. Can you tell me what training are given to stewards?
We're just meant to be observant, really. Observant, because after all, we are in central London, and there are a lot of people that don't like what we're standing for. But yeah, it's more security briefing, directions, just to keep the crowd safe. So that no, say, Section 14s get pulled on people.
And for those who don't know, what's a Section 14?
I think they can got power of arrest if people don't. What's a Section 14? It is right. You've got the power of arrest.
No, so talking conditions on public order assemblies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if the certain thresholds met around the impact of a procession or an assembly on disruption to the life of the community, the police can put in place either Section 14 conditions or Section 12 conditions. Section 14 conditions of the Public Order Act give the police powers to work the organiser to direct that the assembly must be in a certain location, for example, or the 12 conditions are on a certain route.
And that's exactly why we're here, so that none of these Section 14s get...
So they're still under review.
Yeah.
So we're reviewing whether the 14 or 12 conditions in place. But if they do go into place, they'll be communicated to Richard nice and early.
Yeah.
But for me, in terms of how that looks for you on a
I just want people to know that they're going to be safe when they turn up, because obviously there's been a lot of... I don't know if I'll call them fake demos, but demonstrations that went off, which was nothing to do with us or Tommy, but there was a lot of arrests, riots they was put down as. That's nothing to...
So we've got a policing plan in place. We've been working with Richard now for a long time to make this a safe event as well. So in terms of the conditions, it doesn't really make a huge difference for people.
What about this?
Because they'll be coming here to assemble
Yeah,
here.
that's it. Peacefully, it's a peaceful process.
But the conditions be in place to make sure that people stay on that that route down to
that condition that you were telling me about.
If they do go in, there's none in the mix.
Okay, that's fine. There's no sections, nothing, no orders in.
Not at this stage.
What there is in order is that you don't want no one drinking. So just so I can let people who are coming know about drink.
So it's just for awareness that there's a PSPO in place for the whole borough of Westminster.
So if you see someone with cans, you have got the right to.
Yeah. So the basic request that you cease drinking in a public place.
Okay, that's fine.
But that's not just Saturday. That's in place all the time.
Brilliant.
Just making people aware that is in place when you come into court.
Yeah, I know, but I just want to make them aware, just so people don't know. Because we're working class. A lot of people go work all week. On a Saturday, they want to have a pint, go and watch the football. Yeah.
Oh, no. Stop. I can put it back now, yeah? Can I ask you a question, officer? Are there any other events planned for the day, and is there likely to be any clashes?
So, in terms of events, we work with Richard on the other events that will be in London on the day, but there's a policing plan in place that will ensure that the groups don't come together.
Because the reason I asked the question, for some reason people know me, and if there's events I get told about them, you get what I'm saying? And I know there's an annual event taking place at the same time, and it's the 25th anniversary. That's why I'm asking the question.
Oh, United Friends and Family campaign. Yeah, so it's their 20th anniversary, and we're working with them, and Marcy and others over the last few weeks to make sure that we can support their event as well. So like any kind of Saturday in London, there'll be lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And people know me. So for those of you who are watching, my name is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic live stream, and what we are doing at the moment, we're giving you a behind the scenes of what goes on in regards to planning and organising a protest. So as you can see and hear, there are lots of meetings with the police, with the organisers that take place prior to the actual event, and that is what is happening today. What I have been told is that 6 planning events have taken place, and we're basically at the end of that process where details are discussed, final details are discussed, and then hopefully everything will be great on the day. But we are confident on the day Uniting the Kingdom 3 will be a success, and what we want to ensure is that the whole event goes off safe. There are sufficient numbers of stewards in place, and people do not turn up with alcohol, but people are well behaved, and it is good that these meetings are taking place, and also you get the chance to see and hear what goes on behind the scenes. So this is raw, this is live, this shows you everything that goes on. There is no edits to this. You see it live and direct and real. So this is in preparation for Uniting the Kingdom 3, which will be taking place here in London on the 26th of October, which is in 2 Saturdays' time. So this is the preparation meeting for Uniting the Kingdom 3. Yeah, that's no problem. So for all of you who are watching, we are going to be shutting off now. So this has been what it is like behind the scenes, and we are ending it now. So all I can say is thank you very much for watching. My name is Wendell Daniel from StreetMic live stream, and we've given you a little piece of what goes on behind the scenes. There is a lot more, but we will not be showing you. We're just giving you a taster of what happens behind the scenes. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.